any bottle, it's normally a story that comes with it. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottom Podcast.
Man, it is your favorite drinking dynamic duo, man. I'm Jay Walker III. That's my brother, my partner, them. Carolina Dirt 803. What's good with you, player?
Hey, shit, the Hummmpday happy out tapping. We here.
Hey, man, look, I need this one, man. I don't even understand. I had a short week last week. This week going by pretty quick, but I can't wait till Saturday.
I can't wait till Saturday, boy. I tell people, man, I tell the dude, I think I'm going to start a restaurant called Technically Friday. It don't matter what day it is. It's always going to be Technically Friday.
You shouldn't have said that out loud. That's actually pretty gangster. It's a gangster name. You gotta trademark shit quick these days, son.
Yeah, I was talking to him about it. I said, man, he was like, man, you always saying that. And I was like, I should start a restaurant or a club. He was like, that would be kind of good. But yeah, Technically
Fridays at 5 o'clock. That's a good name too.
Yeah, every day.
Hey, man, look. Well, you know, we be talking about it, man, but again, it's time keep on ticking, man. We a third of the way through June. God sent a little reprieve. It ain't been monstrous. We had, 2 90-degree days over the last 3 weeks?
But them bitches been hell.
Yeah, the couple of 90-degree days we had, they take your breath away.
Yeah, man, that humidity be out there.
Yeah, man, and then we got this shit with Canada now. How much shit is on fire that we feeling that down here? Like I said, my people from Detroit, they've been talking about it looking dusty, but they right there.
Yeah.
They can throw a rock to Canada.
Yeah.
For it to change the air quality here, that's some crazy shit.
Shit, them people in Cali probably used to shit like that. They air be fucked up forever.
They just be happy to get through the day, cause earthquakes, goddamn tornadoes, flash fires, they deal with everything.
I think I saw something recently. A volcano erupted in Hawaii or somewhere over there, like in Hawaii or something. I think a volcano erupted.
Man, look, so much shit be happening now. It's just like I said, it's hold on tight and do what you can with your life. Yeah. But you know, we're gonna get to the show like we always do. We have a special guest, like all of our guests are very special, man. A veteran of the U.S. military, 2 different branches, physical fitness instructor, just avid health and wellness type individual, and that's the kind of stuff that we need here these days, man. So we're gonna bring Mr. Marcus Drayton to the show, man. Welcome to our BOTB, Mr. Drayton. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Thank y'all for having me on the podcast with you guys.
Hey, man, look, it's good to be here. Good for you to join us and, you know, just sit down and, like I said, educate the people, man. Like, we deal with all these other stuff, man. We're talking about air quality, food quality ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we a victim because we don't necessarily know better. So that's why we got you here today.
Well, shit, I see what I can do to help y'all out. I say anything in particular, like, man, health and wellness, man, there's so many different things out there, and some of the things you kind of, like you say, sometimes you gotta dive a little deeper into it. Some of the food they put in that's supposed to be natural ain't nowhere near natural. So it kind of make you wonder.
Well, I'm not gonna stand up on this camera. You'll know exactly how much work I need. But what we'll do is, man, we got this segment called First Call. Ain't nothing too deep, but It's 10 questions. I got 5. My brother got 5. Ain't no right or wrong answer. It ain't shit for you to win. And we just, you know, it's kind of an icebreaker, man. Let people know a little bit about you without letting them know too much.
All right. Sounds good.
Right, so what I will say is, let's do favorite Marvel character.
Favorite Marvel character? Let's go ahead and go with Thor. I like Thor.
Indeed.
Because I ain't want to pick up that hammer, you know what I mean?
Hey, look, everybody can't do that.
Captain America did.
Oh, hey, that was by accident, though. That was by accident.
But shit, by the time he got to Infinity Wars, he was slinging the hell out of that motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
And nobody talks about Groot. Groot actually picked up the axe.
Yeah. He held it handed over to him.
There you go. Favorite cartoon growing up?
Man, I was always into the G.I. Joe, so in Transformers, I was like the action back in the day. For sure.
Kids don't even know, man. Like, I get the anime, I get the Naruto's and the Dragon Ball Z. Well, Dragon Ball Z that's even more us than them.
Yeah, for real.
I don't really know what they on these days. Favorite pair of shoes all time?
Man, my favorite pair will always be the Timbs. I mean, I got my first pair, I think it was like maybe junior year. Man, I wore them, they had holes in it. They started changing color on their own from all like dirt and stuff. So Timbs would be always my favorite pair.
You gotta take Timbs through the ringer, cuz.
Yeah.
You gotta take Timbs through I just threw away a pair of Timbs that I had for 20 years. No bullshit.
Hey, crazy side story. I think your brother told me when y'all was young, Mark. Y'all destroyed a damn Tonka truck one time. Y'all broke a Tonka truck.
He ain't lying. Damn, so upset.
Yeah, you broke a Tonka truck? Bro, y'all should get paid for that.
Hey,
ain't bullshit.
You shouldn't.
Ain't bullshitting. That was 3?
Yeah, that's 3.
Favorite car you ever had or had access to in your life?
Favorite car? My favorite car was probably be my first Silverado I ever owned.
Okay.
I drove that truck from California to Kansas, then from Kansas to South Carolina twice.
Damn. Yeah, that's true. I lived in Kansas City, and I've made that drive. I haven't made California to Kansas, but I made Kansas to SC, and that's a hell of a drive.
That is one hell of a drive. You start seeing things late at night. I can't wait for the sun to come up.
Well, especially like 70, like it ain't shit on 70.
Yeah.
I honestly think on 70, you can run off the road and probably run off it for about 20 miles before you hit something.
Mm-hmm.
You hit a cow or an oil rig before you hit a person.
Hell, they might not even find you for a while. They try to figure out where you came off the road at.
There you go. My final question is just one of those, questions that I like psychologically. It's a white room. You got a table. It's 3 chairs. One of the chairs is yours. The other 2 chairs is empty. Dead or alive, not from your family, who do you want to speak to?
Damn. Okay. Well, dead or alive, anywhere in history.
Anywhere in history.
I'll go to talk to Jesus. If I get a chance to talk to anybody, it'll be him first. And then my second chair, not a family member. Let's say talk to Cleopatra.
Damn. That's a first.
Because Cleopatra had access to all kind of things, and she changed the world when she was there. So let's see Cleopatra, see what she got to say, and just want to know what her real ultimate plan was.
Well, damn, Cleopatra and Jesus, that's the key to answer to a lot of shit.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's my 5.
All right. You go to an Asian restaurant. What's your favorite meal?
Man, it's always that orange chicken.
Okay. Okay. Everybody don't do it right, but yeah, I feel you on that. Would you rather I think it's in Dubai. Work on the tallest building at the top, or the deepest part of the ocean, like underwater drilling or something.
See, look, I don't swim, so I'll take the tallest building on the planet.
For real?
Yeah, I ain't got no problem climbing up because I know if I need to get down, I can get down. But you get in that water, nah, there's too many things out there that can eat you.
Yeah, you're right about that. All right, we're gonna go on the cocaine shit because I said it the last time.
Cocaine.
Yeah, on the cocaine shit. Would you rather be in the bull ring with a bull on cocaine, or would you rather be what's so fucked up? Oh, in a zoo with a gorilla on cocaine, like in a captive shit.
Like you stuck in the cage with the gorilla?
You stuck in the cage with the gorilla, or you stuck in the cage with a bull on cocaine.
Damn, hey, shit. Man, I'll take the bull, man, because I ain't trying to get my arm ripped off and beaten with him. I ain't trying to have that happen. Because a gorilla can do all kind of stuff. So he'd be tossing in the air, but maybe I could run that bull till his heart explode or something. I don't know.
All right. I said this before. On a woman, your preference, not even your preference, but fucked up teeth or fucked up feet.
Damn. And this is a person I gotta walk around with? Shit. But we go with the feet because I know she can put on some shoes.
But she can close them out too, though.
Ah, shit, man. But shit, I'll take the feet because if I gotta look at it every day and they about to like, I can't kill it because she might rip my lip off. Yeah, I'll take the feet.
All right. And my last one, the shortest story you got of the best place you were stationed in the military.
Shortest story
of the
best place.
Yeah, the best place, best night, or whatever you want to. However you feel.
Well, I would say best night was probably in California. Just made E5 and went to the bar with some people that I knew. We all went to what they call ALS, and we went out, had a great time, and it was just like I'm really surprised I didn't get arrested. We got shot at. I mean, we were downtown just drinking, and then, a fight broke out. But somehow we got away. No one got shot. Made it home. I woke up on the floor, but my front door was wide open. So I said, well, shit, I'm alive. I said, ain't nobody robbed me. I checked my wallet. All my money was still there.
That's the last ditch effort. When you make it home, and it's something. I remember one time, not to take away from you. I remember getting fucked up one night, and coming home and thanking God that I made it home. I realized that I made it home.
Yeah.
Parked in front of my apartment. And then I woke up like, man, it's hot in my motherfucking house. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm outside.
Damn.
My truck's still running. The door is open and I got one leg out. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I know my neighbors was like,
what the hell's he doing?
My neighbors wasn't shit. I would have at least got them in the house.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you, do you remember what you was drinking?
Man, look, back then, I was really big into tequila. So Patron, usually you start off about 6 or 7 beers, just kind of how we used to do it. And after that, you go to 2 shots of tequila. And if I had 2 shots of Patron, after that, man, I'm all over the motherfucking club. I talk to everybody. I talked to one guy, I said, man, is this your girl? He said, yeah. I said, I'm going to dance with your girl. He said, he ain't going to do that. So he had to dance for us. And they said, Mark, you just don't give a shit. I said, well, I mean, he obviously can't fight because he showed up didn't do shit. So I'm not really worried about it.
He out here deboing people, women and shit.
I mean, You know, you be drinking that liquid courage sometimes a little too damn strong. You get home, be like, man, you get this, and it's like, I'm a man in that shit. I said, but y'all let me drive everybody home too.
Damn. Damn. Well, that was the first call. Yeah, that was my first call.
They give my mom really a shot on, man. Yeah. Little potato wine don't hurt nobody.
Nah. Yeah, you sure, man? He felt that one look like.
Yeah, shit, yeah. I feel all of them. Well, I feel the first three. And after the first three, it don't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So we into this thing where you have built your career on being physically fit. Was that always the thing for you in terms of like from childhood? Like you was always with the active shit? Or was it because you was gotten a little chubby and you was like, nah, man, this ain't for me? Like, how did your whole love for physical fitness grow?
Well, back when I was like, younger, we used to always play kickball. We'd be outside, and I was just a little too active. I could not sit down. If I was told to sit down and read like 2 pages of the book, I'll fall asleep. So it just kind of like grew. And as I got into high school, Coach Shino, I don't know if you remember Coach Shino, they used to do something called early morning workouts. And he used to open the gym. He used to open the school up just for the gym, that little small gym next to the common area.
Yeah.
And he'd be like 6 or 7, and then we'd go work out. And this is like before the school would open, like maybe 5:45 in the morning. And I enjoyed it. They had a little bodybuilding show, but I didn't have the confidence back then to do it. Right. And then throughout the military, I always would do really well in the fitness test. And they're like, hey, you want to be a fitness leader? I said, shit, yeah, I guess I can do it. And he said, just train people. No direction, just kind of like get them to run faster, do more push-ups. You know how it goes. Right. And just kind of turned into a career. And I was leaving active duty, coming to reserves. I said, well, shit, I enjoy doing it, and I do it for the active duty for like 17 years. Why don't I just go ahead and make it an actual physical career? And that kind of bloomed into what it is.
So when you talk about Coach Chino, all that, it's crazy because you said Coach Chino, and of all the people that grew up around the area, you're the first one I ever heard mention his name, regardless of how far we go back. Coach Dixon is the legend.
Yeah.
So when you say your confidence wasn't up there back then, what gave you confidence? Like, what was the first time you had confidence? Was it completing the workout? Was it somebody like commenting on what you did? Like, what was the first thing? 'Cause I know for me, it took like my freshman year in high school. I think I was bench pressing like 95 pounds. Yeah. People were looking at me like, "You're strong, but you're not strong." Because I don't feel like I was pushing myself. So that was the confidence factor kicking in. Like I was just putting weight on it. It was like I feel comfortable. Was I really pushing myself? I wasn't.
Yeah.
Because by my senior year, I was at 400. So obviously, I wasn't pushing myself. So what gave you the confidence early on back then?
I think the confidence started from just watching myself, like I say, complete the workout. I have like the ability, like if I have a task in front of me, let's say I need to do X, Y, Z in the gym, squat this, do that. I must complete it. It's just kind of, the military kind of helped fine tune that, I would say. Because if I go in to work out, I'm going there to do my job. I'm going to work out. If I have to get up at 4:30 to do my workout so I don't miss it, I'll do that. And it just kind of always grew. And then as I got, my first like so-called powerlifting contest we did at Travis, that was like 2009. And I said, I'll try it. It was stepping out my comfort zone and like competing against other people versus myself. And, I placed third. It was fun, but then that kind of like really pushed that edge. It's like, how far can I go? What can I lift? And people say, why don't you just do bodybuilding? I said, man, I ain't doing this. I ain't wearing no fucking Speedo and shit. I ain't doing all that fucking shit. He's like, I said, dude, they got more than that. Yeah, I was like, man, look, I don't want nothing falling out. I ain't trying to have that shit, just like. It's no you can do board shorts. It's called a men's physique. It's all right, fuck, I can try it. Dude, my first competition, I got smashed. Let's be honest. Fresh off active duty, just moved back to South Carolina, and I was trying to learn how to go from being a big guy to being 100% lean.
Right.
And then, no boy, I came in fifth. Like, if you look at the picture, like Sumter, was it IMBF, I think it is. They have a picture of all the men's physique, right? I'm not in the photo. They cut the motherfucker off, dude. I saw that shit. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Bet. All right, that's how we're going to treat me? Okay. Next time, went from fifth, came in second.
Hey, let me ask you a real quick question. My brother can identify this because he was in the military too. Because you were so active, what was basic training like then? And then when you got out of basic training, what was it like? Was it easy for you? Or was it more mental because you had the physical? So
mine is like the airport, they play a lot of mental games with you. All the physical aspect, super easy. They're like, oh, run 2 miles. Okay, that's cool. What else you want to do? So that's something that bothered me, but they played a lot of mental games with you. All your stuff can be perfect. And you come in and flip your bed, man, that shit piss you off, but there's nothing you can do. So that will fuck with you. So I didn't like that. Like if you tell me to do something, put a certain way, I was very meticulous on certain things, especially when it came to my room. And then, it kind of caused some OCD, but yeah. So yeah, it was a mental thing that kind of fucked me. When you get out of it, you look back at it like, man, that was so stupid what they did, but they got you realize that they knew how to get to you,
right,
and make you like rethink everything you're doing, even if you're confident in basic. Like, I know my shit hot. I ain't worried about it. You can say what you want, but I know I'm right. So they really challenge your confidence and try to help you learn how to build that confidence.
Right. I couldn't run worth a fuck because I hated running. My first 2 mile run, I came in at like 23 motherfucking minutes. I was wasted. But, by the time, the one thing that they give you and they give you early is, are you going to be a bitch? And I'm paraphrasing. They're not asking you it's like, are you quitting because you can't go no more, or are you quitting because you don't want to go no more?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the one thing I got, man. And then once you said, like, after you play the mental games with a motherfucker, I liked for my drills to talk shit to me because I could blank it out. I could either blank it out or I could internally find it hilarious. And if I could get to that mental space where I found it funny that you about to burst a fucking blood vessel and I don't give a shit, then it didn't matter. I didn't know that I did 90 fucking push-ups in the last goddamn 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just one of them things, man. With that transition from doing it through the military and working with civilians, what is that transition like?
Ooh. So that is my first civilian.
Hold on. I'm gonna come back to that because we skipped over. We all grown. We all watch ESPN. We've seen bodybuilding challenges on TV or whatever. How do you score? Like, what's the scoring setup for a bodybuilding showcase?
Oh, that's a good question. So so you got men's physique, classic, and the big bodybuilders. They go off symmetry, they go off of leanness and presentation. So that confidence plays a big part because as soon as you walk on stage, you're being judged. Like my last guy, I helped train him to get ready for his show. He did his show in North Carolina about 3.5 weeks ago now. And I said, look, as soon as you walk out there, they're watching everything you're doing, the way you control the floor, your confidence, and also if you're symmetrical, your right and left side. So if you have a deformed muscle in your shoulder, or everyone's like has a strong right bicep, but the left bicep is not the same. So you lose points on that. And also be encouraged and respectful to the fellow competitors. So natural shows versus unnatural, man, it's two different worlds. Because those guys, they're unnatural. there's a lot of money involved in winning.
I ask you that. I was about to ask you what the bag look like.
When you say unnatural, you talking about juicing?
Yeah, like the Arnold's and Ronnie Coleman, because you can do whatever you want. Most of those, they have some rules about like implants, but everything else is is free game. And those guys get really big, but also the competitive. Like I think the NPC can get anywhere from 5,000 for like third place. But you want to get to those bigger shows like Arnold Classic and get to like the Nationals and be on the Olympic stages, like the biggest stage you can be on. Non-natural, the natural guys, like what I do all natural shows. Third place is like $1,000. So it's a big difference in amount of money that you can make. But also it's like how far do you want to push your body, because some of the things you take in is good when you're 20, but daggone, we get in our 40s, man, you feel that shit.
Right.
You feel that shit. So
Magic Mike in your 40s.
Yeah, man, 41. I couldn't believe that. I was like, your mom asked, she said, "How old is he? You don't know how old I am? Not your son." I said,
So how fierce is the competition? Like you on the lower level, should I say? So how fierce is it? Like friendly, like, man, I see what you got, I see what I got. Ain't no hate, or is it real competition? Like not undercutting, but shaking the judge's hands, doing small
stealing
shit.
your baby oil.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, you put baby oil on though?
They put what?
You put baby oil on?
Nah, dude, no.
Bro, I know you. I can't be kicking with people that put baby oil on purpose.
Nah, dude, you do tanning. So everyone get these the tans, and they have what they call glaze. So they just pretty much they put a little spray on you. Hey, so man, look, they had this, my second show, man. They ran out of the glaze, man. I said, they don't like the spray pan. I said, she said, that's straight from Food Line. I said, if I can go put a pan on my arm, she sure as shit did. Spray that shit on there. Why you gotta make those lights? They got so damn hot.
I can only imagine.
They listen to Drake. That's what they pump up to, Drake. Ain't no way.
Hey.
I mean, as far as what you going for, you need that shine to accentuate certain things. Like I can tell motherfuckers is big, but if you big and dry in the motherfucker, your shit don't come off the same way it would if you got the Crisco on.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. It helps show that definition, and like when you turn on the lights, you can appear bigger and you can look defined too. So a lot of people try to make sure they have a good shine to them, and you can kind of hide those imperfection areas. Like if you're turning to the right, you want to hide the left side of your hip because that's your weaker side. That shine on you, that tan on you, man, it can help. It can be the place of like first and second. We've seen people what they call lines. So they'll spray the front of your body and then spray your back. But they left a line down your shoulder all down to your hip. So when you turn, it's like they missed that part. So like that caused people their points. I've seen one girl, she was beyond upset. Her tan was all kind of fucked up. I was like, you ain't gonna take. You paid $200 for someone to put tan stuff on you, and she did it wrong. Cost her first place.
Wait a minute, cause it cost somebody $200 to get right for a competition.
Yeah, shows ain't cheap, man. Shows ain't cheap.
I'm about to be
What?
I'm fine, man.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that was. Like, I just assume a motherfucker just... Like, I've seen them spray motherfuckers down, but I had no idea that those people was getting paid that kind of money.
Yeah, because, like,
They do the movies and music videos, too, though.
Yeah. So that tanning oil, when you put on, like, you'll get a spray tan the day before the show. It actually gets darker as the day goes on, so you'll look even darker.
What about the show?
Man, look, you can't shout, man. Look, it be some stinky motherfuckers backstage, because I ain't lying. Hey, you had anyone to compete. and said it smelled like street tanning oil and anger backstage. That's all it smelled like back there.
That's crazy.
Because you can't put on any soap. You can't put no deodorant because the oil's on top. So it'll clog up your pores. It took me about a week and a half to get a lot of that tanning oil off. It turns your tub orange and shit.
Yeah, no.
Are you working out until you like when do you stop your workout for a show?
So I knew normally, like you say, the show is this Friday. My last workout will most likely be Thursday, and then you just pretty much maintain and eat healthy, watch your water, and then Friday you're pretty much traveling. And the amount of stress your body goes through from dropping the body fat. Like my last show, I got down to 5% body fat. I was the leanest I could ever be, and I mean it's a lot. And once your body kind of gets through the show, you kind of eat some carbs. And look, a burger, I was like, I can't eat all that burger. It just the grease your body sometimes will reject it. So,
yeah, I've seen. So what's your strongest attributes and what's your weakest attributes as far as you?
My strong attribute would probably be my drive. I'm very committed. So if I have whatever I want to do, if I say this is what I'm doing, I'm going to do it. My weakest attribute got to be second guessing myself. Because sometimes I'll second guess an answer that I already know is right.
Yeah.
So that's something that try to overcome and just kind of keep working at it.
So what about physically? Is it your arms that's good and your legs weak? Is it your what is it physically?
So my strongest is by far my chest. My weakest got to be my hamstrings. Like back in high school, I pulled my hamstring and then I tore it. And you know how I did back then. You just pull ice on, call it good. My job was jacked up. So I could run a long distance, but as far as like growing them, I always had issues with them because I think my hamstrings healed incorrectly.
You know what? So when I bench 400 in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did it that Friday. And I turned around because I don't know if you know Juan Motorhome.
I remember Juan.
He had the school record. And I tried to come back around that Monday and break the record.
Ah.
And what happened was I took it off the rack. And when I went down, I let go of the bar. That's how much pain kicked in.
Damn.
Marcus Ford's mom, she took me all the way to the hospital. And it felt like I ripped something, but they said I didn't rip anything. But they could tell, like, I had something. Like, I didn't rip it, but there was
Yeah, like a contusion going on.
Yeah. But now, ever since then, after 300, mentally in my head, it's about to pull.
Yeah.
So, like, that's one of those mental things, like, I never really got past. Like, as soon as the weight go up, because I can still feel it now. Whenever I do go, and I know something happened, it feels like that's that day it did it. Like, that's that day it did it. So I don't never try to push it, but I probably should try to push it.
It's more or less like some dudes never come back from an injury in professional sports because of that phantom pain. You know what I'm saying? It don't really be pain. It's your mind manifesting it because of the last time. But in terms of bodybuilding, what is your goal? Like, what is the workout like for bodybuilding versus conditioning for the long haul?
Ooh. So like for bodybuilding, like when you're trying to get ready for a show, the workouts typically like 16 weeks. Most guys that start training for a show. Or we're trying to do like longevity. I want to do, keep a healthy fitness for the next 5 years. I won't be at the level of resistance I'll be under. Like my workouts usually last 3 weeks. I'll be in it 2 days a week. I'll lift in the morning at 5 a.m. I come back at 2 o'clock. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's snowing. I don't care if it's a hurricane. I'm going. But if I'm looking for longevity, I know I can take extra days off. But that time frame, everything I do is on the schedule, and it can get pretty intense. Let's say a typical chest workout day would be we'll come in, warm up, we'll hit a bicep bench press. I mean, a dumbbell bench press. We do 4 sets of 12, and then we'll go over to the flat bench, and we'll hit 3 sets at 15 reps. The reps start at 250, we'll end at maybe 325. And we're hitting it hard, and then you go into a chest fly, and it's a pause set. And you're doing that at 65 pounds. So the weight resistance, the amount of time on attention is pretty hard. I mean, if you're really trying to push that next level, you need to have a partner there. Some people, like, I can do some things on my own, and eventually I do ask a coworker of mine, Ricardo, it's like, hey man, I need you to come with me. It's like, man, you can do it. Like, I'm trying to go to that next level. I need that assistance. So.
Nah, Coach Dixon was on that shit real hard. Like, he came in there with some shit back in the day, and we'd be like, man, we in high school, man, we live with our parents. He ain't built for this shit. Like, he had the ball shit. Like, he'd take a stack of newspaper, roll the duct tape them bitches, put on your chest,
yeah,
take it to the chest. And then he came with the rack shit, so you put the ball, you put some blocks under your arm, so you get parallel with your body. You push it up. He got his rack and shit. You just sit on the rack. You just explode. Like, he always had us on some shit with a point where when I explained to other people look at me crazy like, bro, you thought about being a trainer? Like, no, you see how big my stomach is? I could be a PE coach. But I know what you want to do, and I can help you get there, like, vocally.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things I always talk to. I always live for somebody stronger than me.
Mm-hmm.
If I live with somebody stronger than me, I'm quiet. If I live with somebody weaker than me, I'm more vocal.
Right.
If that makes, because when I was in high school, he had me lifting with Juan at one point. So Juan was the strongest. Juan, yeah. I'm not changing no weight. Juan was, I'm not changing weight. That's what I passed down to everybody else. I'm not changing no weight. And then one day I'm in there, and Mo Collins, he done passed away. He played for the Oakland Raiders. Coach D was like, I got somebody lifting with you. And
yeah.
He got this 6'7", 330-pound offensive lineman for the Oakland Raiders in there lifting with me. Dude, so mentally, I'm just, my mind is blown. So I tell people a lot of times, like, if I do weight, I don't think about the weight. My strategy, I'm not thinking about the weight. I'm just doing it. But the longer I think about it, the more I'm gonna think myself out of it.
Yeah.
You can do lightweight and do 20 reps in your head. You're like, damn, I think I'm gonna get 20. But I'm just gonna let me get started. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna get started. Some people, they overthink what they're trying to do, and it kind of crushes them because your body and your mind gotta be on the same parallel.
What's you're getting ready for a competition? You say you start about 16 weeks out.
Mm-hmm.
What's your nutrition like? How many times a day are you eating? What are you eating during this 16 weeks?
Shit. All right. So this nutrition, so I will go with, I normally take my body weight, pretty much you find out what your BMI is, and then we'll figure out what my body fat composition is. So let's say I'm sitting at 205, I've got 12% body fat. Then from there, there's a calculation you can do to find out what calories you need in order to maintain that body weight. And from there, you drop to 300. And the most elite will go to about 500 calorie drop from what your average should be. Let's say the average is 2,700 calories that you take in. We'll drop 500, so I'm at 2,200 calories. It's usually a high protein that I like to take in, and I start dropping my carbohydrates. So I get down a little nitty with it. I go with the grams, because then you can take your MyFitnessPal, and you can track what you want to eat. So I'll put in what I'm going to eat for that day. Or my favorite thing is that on Sunday, I make my meals, every meal for the entire week. I know exactly what I'm eating, what time I'm eating, and it's usually about 5 meals a day. I have my protein shakes. They're in between the 3 big meals. And other than that, it's 1.5 gallons of water. At the most, I get 2 gallons of water because water flushes the system. And as the closer you get to the show, the calories continue to go down. So let's say I think I get down from normally say about 215. I get all the way down to 195 to 190 for a show.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. And I track everything. And that way it helps you later on that when you go prepare for another show, you kind of know what to expect, and you got your mile markers. And the misconception is that, bodybuilders lose weight easily. We all plateau. So there's times you got to change what you're eating. I don't ever really change the type of protein I have. I don't go with all the cool gadgets and this type of protein does this. I ain't got time for that shit. So you can do regular ISO protein, and the plant-based is good. That's all you need. Egg whites, I don't do salads. Everyone's like, you eat a lot of salads. I don't eat that shit. Nah, we do turkey. I don't do none of that shit. I've never done a show and eaten a salad every day. I just don't. Because my body doesn't work off of that. I have a high active lifestyle, so my metabolism tends to stay high. So you got to feed the body, and people think, well, just continue to eat less. Eat less of what type? We lower the fat, we lower the carbohydrates, but you keep your protein high. And that's when it gets hard. You're eating like 210 grams of protein a day. When you look at it, it's hard. But you try to hit those markers, and then when it comes show day, and you try to rock and roll.
So my problem is I don't eat enough. And then what I eat is bad because everything I eat is starch or carbs. What's your favorite meals, and what's your favorite protein shakes?
So my favorite, I'm a big breakfast guy, so I enjoy, I do turkey bacon, low sodium. We'll do four servings of egg whites, and these little called Belvita little cookies you can get from Walmart. You can get them anywhere in there, the little cookie aisle, and they're breakfast biscuits. So I'll eat those. If not, is is wheat bread with no butter on it. And that'll be my breakfast.
I was like, I'm out.
Yeah,
no wheat bread?
The plain wheat bread.
Yeah.
Fresh out the pack. No toast. No spiked butter. Margarine.
Hey, remember what, what's his name? What's his damn name? CT Fletcher?
Yeah.
Hey. Hey, look. Can't eat if it's on the menu, you didn't I can eat lima beans. On prep, I'll eat 2 weeks at dinner. My vegetables lima beans is a cup and a half to a cup. Absolutely hate it.
If I got hot sauce, I can eat. If I got hot sauce, I eat lima beans.
You ain't gonna have it. Nah, it's just straight lima beans. No seasoning, no salt, nothing. Just straight lima beans.
Is it cooked?
That's like eating the mud pie.
Yeah. You ain't lying. It's like eating paste off the wall, man. It's rough.
Yeah.
So my least favorite meal, my protein shake right now, I have organic protein it's a plant based. So I started taking that right at the end of my last show last year in Myrtle Beach. And it's actually pretty good. I like it. It's simple. It's very clean because I don't like all the extra stuff that's added in some proteins. You get the gold standard. First Form is one of my favorite proteins you can kind of get from. They're online. You can see people wearing t-shirts. Their stuff is very clean because when you do these shows and you get some company that you don't know what they're putting in there, because natural shows, you have to do a piss test. If your shit tests positive, they will let you know, hey, we're taking that first place from you. We're taking your name off the record books. You're banned for the next 10 years.
10 years?
I want to tell you, I like energy or milkshakes. The only thing I don't like about milkshakes is if I don't drink enough water, when I go to the bathroom, that shit come out tasty.
Yeah. Hey. Milkshake be doing it to you, huh?
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like. I had the one you mix yourself, or I get the ones that's pre-mixed. That be the bottom line between both of them. If I don't drink enough water while I'm doing it, when I go to the bathroom, that shit come out real pasty, and I don't like that shit.
So
yeah, boy, you need to stay away from that. They ain't good.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. So you are eating 5 legitimate meals, or are you supplementing some of those meals with shakes?
The shakes will be added in. So like there's always some like let's say before dinner, I'll have a protein shake and I'll have you ever had a rice cake before?
Yeah.
You had rice and cardboard?
Man, look, nah, they changed up. They got some that got a little apple flavor, they got the cinnamon flavor. You can add that with some peanut butter, eat that, and then have your protein shake, and you're good. Because it gives you the most direct carbohydrate along with your protein. And then you eat your protein shake of, let's say, 25 grams. I'm hitting my macros that I need. And then it's going to make you want to drink water. So you better keep your system going. It's crazy, but it's like I said, everyone has their little tricks of the trade. Some of the pros, they do something completely different. A lot of them have a nutritionist or a dietitian they might be working with. I kind of do a lot of my stuff on my own.
All right, I'm gonna ask you this because this question is universal.
All right.
Today is Wednesday, so let's say today was Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I have an event this weekend. I got to squeeze into these pants, this dress, or whatever. What should I incorporate? Not to say we're gonna make it, but to give us the best chance. What should my meal be for this week, man or female? Because I think that's what it comes down to. A lot of people, their motivation is an event, and if they make it, I think they get committed. But if they don't make it, it's just like, shit, I ain't gonna work out anyway.
Yeah, like it's for that. I would say drink more water because your body's gonna push it out. You can lose that quarter inch, maybe and a half, just by hydration. Now, I'm not talking about drinking 5 gallons. We're talking like a gallon of water. The average person in America drinks less than a half a gallon of water every day. So if we were to push you to a gallon, yeah, you're gonna be peeing all the time, but also whatever is also that's inside your body that's used to taking water, which is water soluble.
Yeah.
You can get that to loosen up. Most people still become soft. You'll watch your gut kind of shrink a little bit, and it'll kind of help you get it in there. I don't think a lot of like trying to run 3 or 4 miles and doing the sauna and all that. I don't recommend it because if there's an underlying health condition that you don't know about, and you sit in that sauna, you run that risk of really putting your life in jeopardy before you get to Saturday.
What about everybody is, every time you turn on YouTube or you scrolling through your phone, they're talking about, probiotics and detoxes. How you feel about those?
That's a good one. So probiotics, I like it. Detox, I'm not really a big fan of it because they're trying to give you a pill to detoxify your body. What if I told you if we change what you eat, you can do it on your own without a pill? Would you believe me?
Yeah.
So YouTube, Instagram, all of them have that algorithm they use, and there's a product they're selling. Most fitness coaches, athletic trainers will tell you stay away from it because your body is the most amazing thing on this planet. It's the only figure on this planet that can go as high as the altitude and to the deepest levels by your own body. If I teach you how to change what you eat and have it a little cleaner or healthier, your body will get rid of a lot of those detoxes itself. It'll come out of your skin when you sweat. You'll smell certain things, or the skin feels oily. It's getting rid of stuff. We just continue to promote that healthy lifestyle, and then eventually it'll come out. There's a very few that have to get like surgeries or get seen by a more a specialist for that. But most people, if we change the diet, that pill that you're taking, I mean, you can do it on your own. You just everyone needs guidance to get there.
My doctor told me I just need to, if I cut off the carbs, he was like, I'll shrink. I can lose 20 pounds in a month. Easy. He said, because I got a lot of muscle mass under this. He was like, just get off the weight, because I told him I don't eat breakfast. Like, breakfast ain't a guaranteed every day.
Okay.
Like, so breakfast ain't a guaranteed every day. Lunch is a maybe. Dinner is I am. So at least one, I'm gonna have.
What?
I'm gonna eat one time a day. So breakfast I barely eat. Lunch I've missed, but dinner I'm gonna eat.
Gotcha.
So he's like, "You're not."
I feel like that's
you're a bear.
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest problem for for regular people is
Mhm.
keeping those schedules. Like, I don't eat a lot. I eat bad. I eat late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my
Yeah.
life is fucked up. I'm running around doing shit, and I'm like, damn, man, I'm hungry. But it's 9:00 at night. I'm probably only gonna be up for about 2 more hours. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to sleep right after I eat fucking Bojangles.
Yeah. And that's one thing that it makes it hard for everybody is trying to find that time. But let me ask you this: what's more important, your job or your health?
Shit.
There you
If
go.
I can't work, I can't afford the food for me.
I used to ask my clients that, I was like, which, because like, not just train on the base, I had like a lot of active duty and also had a lot of retired vets. And I asked them the same thing. I said, I know that you're a Navy guy, you're going to be at work. You got to be there for 12 hours. I know that. I said, what's more important, your job or your health? But remember one thing, if your health fails, can you do your job? The answer is no. So we have to find a way. And sometimes it's like, if you can spend all the money on your cars and traveling and all that stuff, but if we spend the money on a good dietitian and a good meal plan, you can do everything else that you want to do.
Not only that, like my old lady had put me on because I wasn't doing it growing up, but your 6-month checkups are important.
Yes, yes.
Your 6-month checkups are important. So just to get in there, even if he's gonna tell you something you don't want to hear, you already know what he's gonna say. Like those 6-month checkups are good because, like, I just went, he's like, everything good. And when he said that, I said, I just need to get the weight off, and he was like, yeah. And then the conversation just moved on. Like it's just that simple. It's not as mental as people think. Like my insurance, I don't want to go that. I don't want the bullshit. This doctor got like get rid of all that.
Yeah.
Understand why you there and take what he got, and then move forward. He just told me like, man, you got a lot of muscle mass under here. We just gotta get the weight off you because you know your height, you're black, you know your questionnaire of your family history, and stuff like that. I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, he's not beating it in my head, but I told him, and he knew it right there. He's like, "You ate breakfast?" I was like, "No," because I can't hear. It's 8:00 in the morning. I'm first. I can't eat the night before because you know it's blood work.
Right.
So I was like, "Yeah, nah, I ain't." But he knows I don't eat breakfast like that. Like I eat breakfast like on weekends, and then it's really a brunch.
Yeah.
But people got to understand that 6-month checkup can help you
important.
promote good health. Like it could say, all right, it made sense for you to go to the gym. Your weight didn't lose, but all your liver and all that shit is good. That's something. That's
very important.
That's something to keep you motivated.
Yeah, and it's good to have that community, family, friends mindset and working towards the same goal, like pushing each other. Because that accountability when someone checks in, like, hey man, so we're going to the gym today, or we're going for a walk today. You know, that, you know, or your spouse, that's probably the best thing is having that spouse or that boyfriend, girlfriend next to you is like, hey, what we eat today? Or preparing the meals the night before to help each other out, because that's the only thing that's going to help everyone kind of get to that healthy level. You know, and it's like everything else, it takes time. That you see that like 3 exercise, you do these 3 exercise, you'll get bigger. You take this, you'll lose weight in 6 weeks. That's all bullshit. That's 100% bullshit.
But what
because it's on a product.
What 3 exercises would you put together? If somebody really wanted to say that, they just start me.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 3 exercises, 3 basic beginner's exercises to get me motivated to push myself right now. You
We're gonna do.
I need to do this tomorrow.
Do air squats.
All right, we're not doing
that.
Go ahead.
Push up.
Okay, we can do 1 or 2 of those.
And a pull up.
We won't be doing that. I ain't got nothing to support.
I thought he said a push up.
He did. He said push ups. Second was push up.
I'm talking about a Flintstone push up. A little sherbet. Let me get a little sherbet. That ain't ice cream. That's sherbet.
I think that's a key that I ask because like a lot of people don't know. Like, how to get started. Like everybody comes with new resolutions for the new year.
Mm-hmm.
But ideally, when you walk into that gym or you walk into your living room, it's like writing a book. People always want to be like, how do you start? Like that's the key. Like that key is the motivation for you to go. Because if you're confused at the beginning of trying to lose this weight or whatever, you're gonna find reasons not to do it.
Yeah, always. And that's where, like, if you walk into those gyms, there's that person behind that counter. Most likely, there should be some type of health or fitness specialist should be there. If not, like, there's a few people online I would say look at, but you just gotta watch out for that clickbait. It's all about just getting started. Like I always tell clients, all right, if it's your first time ever going to the gym, you've never stepped foot in the gym before. The first 2 days you go in, you talk to the trainer, have them show you the gym, have them show you what part's cardio, which part's for your legs, so you have an idea of the layout. Your second day you go in, you make sure you bring a gym bag. Get yourself a locker, start to make these healthy habits. So you know that every time you walk out the house at 9:30, your ass should have a gym bag with you. If you don't, you're going to go get your gym bag. You need to put your clothes in there. And it's just a way to train the body and the mind to be in line with where we're going and what we're doing. We're trying to lose weight. You can start out walking, and then we got to start learning how to be more flexible. Because as we age, if our bodies do not learn how to get those rubber band muscles to kind of relax, those chance of injuries, tearing and stuff is more often. So that's when that trainer comes in. And then find a trainer that fits who you are. Just because Crunch got this old Billy Bob Thornton in there and he's all about heavy lifting, he may not be the guy for you. You know what I mean? So you got to find a trainer that fits you.
Yeah. You know, we had a therapist on here, another DF graduate who fucks with a lot of people. 21 days is a habit.
Mm-hmm.
After 21 days, it becomes a habit. So from what you just said, that's what I was thinking. After 21 days, it becomes a habit. So I got to get to 21 days. So right now, let's say tomorrow, just because to show you a motivation, how many push-ups should I try to do tomorrow? And I got an ab roller. How many ab rollers should I try to do tomorrow?
No ab roller. So try to do, we're going to do 15 air squats and 15 push-ups. If you don't have a pull-up bar, you can take a broom and we'll lean over and do pretty much a barbell row with the broom, because it'll be a straight stick. You do as many of those as you can, because that's going to help you learn how to stabilize your hips and work the upper back. Because mobility and stability is always where you want to start. And that is just getting the body to be mobile. And that stability form is going to be that row with that broom handle. You get those down, do that for 21 days. And then after that, we'll start teaching you stretching movements, push-ups, increasing strength training, and then also incorporate conditioning. Conditioning is easy. Conditioning is very easy.
Conditioning is easy. Nobody ever want to throw up though.
Hey, Coach Jason got you back in the day.
Several times.
Man,
so try this. Go to your local track, and for 21 days, 21 straight days, you want to walk one lap. And then each day after that, you try to do one more lap until you're able to get yourself up to a mile. And then your job is try to make that mile faster. I'll give you markers, and you can choose how long it takes you. And if you want to go faster, you can always push it. You can.
I do like my neighborhood. If I walk around my neighborhood, the plan I got, and I GPS by walking, not by drive, by walking. On the outskirts, it's a little over a mile, and I do that in 27 a minute, 27 and some change, with a 40-pound weight vest on.
Okay. See, you're already doing it now. You there?
I'm not consistent. Like that's the thing. I got to be consistent. That's like my problem. Is like I do it today, and if it looked like it might rain, then I'm done. If it looked like it's extra hot, I'm done.
So that's where the accountability comes in.
Yeah.
That's what having somebody else with you.
Yeah, when they say pull us out the freezer, I'm done. Like I'm trying to put it all together, but the fact that I know what I'm doing is right, and the fact that you right now are kind of co-signing it, like that's the mental part. Like people don't understand how mental this shit is.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy how mental it is.
There's a lot that goes into it. But like you can get a trainer. So if you got a good trainer, this is the secret about personal trainers. A good personal trainer should work himself out of a job. Because he's taught you everything you need to know and help drive you to that next level. You shouldn't need him after a while. Unless you're like competing for a contest or going for something else like that. You should be able to learn enough from that trainer to get you started, get you motivated, and keep you going. And then all you need is accountability. You can call him, text him, or you grab someone else that you know and y'all do it together. And then you always have that accountability.
I need that partner. I just need the partner because I feel like that's what I need. I don't need that. Like I said, Coach Dixon taught me a lot, and then just read and all those. I just need a partner. But if I do it by myself, I think I got 2-3 days by myself. When it comes to 6, 7, 8 days by myself, it's on the.
You need somebody to pull you out.
Yeah, yeah. Like people don't understand that shit. Yeah, I need somebody to pull me, regardless, because I'm banking on me calling somebody and be like, "Hey, bro, you need to do this." All right, man. Like that's me. But then if I don't get that for 3 days, it's like, shit.
You might not start again for a month.
Yeah, man. I can go ahead and watch this Netflix movie real quick.
Yeah.
See, man.
No, I mean, what's so this episode again is for everybody. It's for the culture. A lot of us are not. I mean, some of us are aging well cosmetically, but not necessarily on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And as somebody that is approaching, certain ages, I feel like I got to do better if I want to be here longer. So the conversation that we had, the information, gems that you dropped today, like it's good for you being a professional bodybuilder and also being able to speak to the average motherfucker that just want to feel better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we definitely appreciate you for that. We definitely gonna have you back for that.
I want to ask one little quick thing though. Give me a list of your foods that you believe in, because I hear people they want sea moss and they need these roots and all that. Like, what food?
I'll give you a couple quick ones. So I like turkey bacon because I like to have some type of meat. I enjoy eggs. Do you like tuna?
I love tuna.
No.
I do. You used to get these little packets that you get them just about any grocery store. They're called tuna creation.
Yeah.
So there's usually about like 9 to 10 grams. Yeah. Because they got different flavors, so I'll do those. There's a multi-grain chip you can get. So that's quick. And then for dinner, turkey meatballs or chicken breasts and white or brown rice. And my biggest thing is try to always have your meals, at least dinner, one meal with some type of vegetable. So I do mixed vegetables or do 2 weeks of lima beans, 2 weeks of green beans, and try to keep the vegetables dark. And I tell all my clients, it's like, hey, with gold days or a cheat day or cheat meal, we look for a meal. So that means that Saturday, you got 3 meals you get to have. One of them you can cheat. You can have whatever you want. Just don't eat 2 pizzas. That's it.
Just don't eat 2 pizzas.
Yeah, one guy, if you can see this one guy, he was maybe 230, 240, but he was a big guy, and he would eat 2 pizzas every freaking weekend. That's just what he did. 2 pizzas, that was how he started his weekend, and then he'd just go from there, and he'd go at it. And so you're rejecting.
And I can't eat 2 pizzas, cuz.
Yeah, I can't eat 2 pizzas. I love pizza.
He could eat. He said, hey, look, I had this one from Stoner's Pizza that local. I was like, look, first of all, we said a meal. He said it was a meal. He said it was one meal. I said, God damn. I said, that's more than a meal.
Yeah, Stones is good. I ain't a fan. They got a lot of crust on them pieces. Like my brother taught me at a young age, thin crust. So you get all your stuff. I don't care too much.
Yeah.
It's all thin crust. But my doctor told me, and it made sense. Corn is a carb.
I can see why you say that.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't process it.
Your body doesn't process it. But when he said it, I'm just like, I had just stopped eating corn anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's simple fact that he said it. But I had been eating a lot of corn, but I had just in my head, like, man, I don't want no corn before the doctor appointment, like a week before doctor appointment. It's just like, damn, that's crazy. But yeah, I seen somebody make grits out of corn. That's what made me be like, yeah, he telling the truth. It's just like cornmeal.
Yeah.
Like
look at popcorn. That's how you know it's a carb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Like we eat a lot of crab balls here, or like we'll just boil corn on the cobs here a lot. And it's just like, damn, he right. Like that's one carb that I could have went without, but I ate it. But I could have went without because I'm not a big corn person.
Yeah, I'm a potato bread guy. That's my problem.
Yeah,
potatoes?
I'm potatoes, bread. That's my shit.
I say, hey, you can do those things. It's just change that moderation and having like with the meal. You still can have the things you want, just like we just gotta tweak everything else. That's it. It just takes a little time.
I just need you to get me down. You get me down to like 100 pounds lighter, bro. I'll be a problem.
Yeah,
Hey.
Start moving like somebody then.
Yeah. Old lady gonna have to remarry me.
On that note, we gonna close the show out, man. Look, nobody give a damn. I'm gonna give you a minute, Marcus, to kind of. We do a spotlight, allow you to speak to the people on the way out. Anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds, man. If you want to share your social media, if you want to big up your gym, whatever you want to do, man, it's on you.
Well, hey, I appreciate you guys having me on the podcast. It's been a lot of fun to kind of get a chance to meet everybody and kind of speak out there to the masses. And it's I know some stuff. I'm gonna try to again stay in contact with you guys and get you some information with some other trainers I know. One company I used to work with and I still work with today is called Train for Living. So they do online training. So there are some good coaches. I mean, the coach there, Coach Ricardo, was my old coach when I used to train to do my shows. So if you're looking for that, you can contact them on the web. I'll get the information, try to send it over so you guys can kind of click on their link. I still train on the side as well. And you guys can kind of follow me on Facebook. I can't remember my Facebook name. Well, follow me on Instagram. It's probably the easiest. And it's called Another Fitness Guy. Look up Another Fitness Guy, and I'll start posting my getting ready for my next show. And thank y'all for having me. And hope to see you and hope to be back soon.
Indeed. Carolina, talk to the people.
Blast from the past. Me and Marcus go back. Me and his older brother, like we tight. We go back to like 94, 95.
Yeah, man.
Like we go back. You talking about him playing sports? We used to go to Seven Oaks Gym and play basketball out there every Sunday. Like it's just certain things like that happen. And you see people. He did an interview and he had posted it, and I was like, "Damn, that's Marcus." And I hit him up like a week later. I was like, "Bro, I didn't know you was doing that. Like me and my brother got a podcast. Come on." He was like, "Damn, for sure." And we did this. I love the love that he gave, but this one right here go deeper because, I think I met you when you was like 8 or 9. Plus we needed this. I met you at 8 or 9, but you're the first physical fitness person we had on. We done had horse trainers, dog trainers, comedians, DJs, music artists, farmers, credit repair, banking. What's something crazy we had? Pure romance. What's something crazy? We've had something crazy. What's something crazy?
I mean, not nothing out of the way, man. Weapons experts. Everything we do is for the community, man, at large. It's like to make ourselves better, man, as a group, as a community. You know, so that's the goal.
our podcast isn't just visioned in one eye. Like our podcast is visioned in like it broad. So I appreciate you coming. I definitely want to have you back. We actually got 2 episodes coming up. I don't know if you'd be interested, but I'll let you know. We got a veterans episode coming up. We're just gonna talk to the veterans of the military. We're gonna have somebody.
Oh, we did have a wrestler on.
Huh? Oh yeah, we did have a wrestler on. Yeah, we did have a wrestler.
Oh shoot.
We're gonna do a veterans episode coming up. We got our financial episode coming up because we do help people with finances. We have a financial advisor that can give,
sound advice on what we should do.
Yeah, so we do it all. And if you know anybody that got kind of a business, small business, whatever it is, hey, send them our way, and the conversation's gonna be just like this.
All right.
No matter if they shy or not, we'll make it work because the way how we do it. But I definitely appreciate you, man. This should go back to our childhood, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother, having me on here.
Absolutely, man. Look, this is the Bottom of the Bottle podcast. I'm Jay Walker III. That's my brother, my partner, them Carolina Dirt 803. Special thanks to Marcus Drayton, man. Again, these are the things that we need to do, and we got people out here that have a certain expertise, and they're going to drop the jewels, and we love the fact that they make it simple and easy for you to follow, man. This does not have to be rocket science, and we got to take the excuses out of it. So thank you again for your time. Thank you again for the subject matter. And for everybody else, man, do that internet shit, like, subscribe, notifications, all that. And outside of that, man, until the next time, everybody be easy, man.
Hey,
All right, catch y'all later.
Marcus, stay on for us.